yes it will. Let me also edit this thing that talks about the stream settings. Let's see. What game do I put in? Let's find out. Sorry. Let's see. What is a game that involves Shaggy and Peter Griffin? Let's find out. Here it is. Games. Trending. No, most watched. And then Minecraft, maybe? Possibly. Well, let's do... Sorry, just fucking around right now. Not fucking around, I'm just trying to figure out what I can put as, like, my category thing. I could put Clash Royale. That'd be kind of funny. These are all Twitch games. What's a popular game right now? What's a funny game that I could put here instead? It's a game that got big titty girls. Let's see. What's a game that's popular right now? Any of y'all got any suggestions? So I could totally just put that there because I don't know. Just want to fuck around. I don't know. I don't know what is a new game right now that people like are really into on YouTube at the moment. I'm asking you guys, but I'm like freaking I haven't activated the thing yet. Sorry. Doink. And doink. And doink. There we go. Okay. Alright, give me some suggestions. What are like some games that are really popular right now?
Roblox is really popular RN because of its age check.
Oh yeah. I guess I could make it Roblox, but then I would probably end up getting people ID checked on YouTube. I could do that. I just don't know exactly if, like, I would probably be a little worried because then I feel like somebody, like, YouTube would do the ID check thing on that.
Crap.
Yeah. I was curious, but... maybe. It's alright. We'll go to... comedy, maybe? No, it's not really comedy. Let's go entertainment.
If you want to go check Gen Chat, I sent something. Also, I have a suggestion. Try RimWorld.
RimWorld? Yeah, okay. Man, I would be really good at that. Ba-doom-ching. Okay, I'm sorry. I was dumb. Alright, Sure, let's try RimWorld. There it is. Alright, I'll do that. I don't know if that's a popular game, but I don't know. Because every time it's like, oh, you're gaming? What game are you playing? And I'm like, well, I don't know. That's because usually, like, artists will always either do gaming, they'll either do gaming, they'll go in the art and animation, like, side of it sometimes, but, I'm not joking you, like, let me go to, like, a Meat Canyon.
Kohler, do you want some cotton candy RN? Colony Builder game, it's good, I like it.
Yeah. For some odd reason, they always do gaming, and I don't know why. Like, and I'm not joking you. Like, I mean, let's see. This is a small channel. I'm trying to find see if I can find like an animation that has like a huge amount of like views, just to like show y'all that it's always. God, who's even a popular animator right now? Maybe no. This is music. Guess I don't have too much.
Kohler, do you want some cotton candy RN?
Do I want some cotton candy? How much is a cotton candy? How much? How much? Sorry. Like, how good is the cotton candy? If you don't mind me asking. Or how is the cotton candy? I don't know. Is there a trick I should ask? Let's see. Oh shit, hold on. Oh, Zen hurt themselves. Oh, Invincible Season 4 came out? I don't even think I watched the 3rd season. Oh shit. Or it's coming out, I guess.
It's blue raspberry and strawberry. It's flavorful.
Mmm. Sounds delicious. But it's okay. I won't need it. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's an animator that I think has a large following. Nope, never mind. That is false.
I'm not the one who did it this time.
Video. Let's see. What the fuck? This person can just have this username? Sif Slavery? Are we... Wait, you can have the name Slavery as a username? Huh? And still be on the recommended? Huh. Interesting. Alright.
Zen, what happened?
Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if I can find an animator that, like... What the fuck? I usually get, like, popular animators, like, fucking, you know, I usually get their, like, their animations all the time, but, like, all of a sudden now, I'm not getting anything? Really? Come on.
Nothing serious. Just minor injuries. They'll heal by the end of the week.
I know. There we go, Wolfie Chew. There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay. There we go. Alright. Yes. Hold on. Like, hold on. Tag. Yeah, there's tag extractor, and let me like put in a tag extractor thing real quick, and let me like show you that what do I call it? Let me show you they tend to always put, like, animators always tend to put stuff, like, or artists just always put stuff in the freaking, like, gaming category for some odd reason. That or comedy, like, especially, like, commentators, commentary channels will put themselves in, like, comedy and shit.
How you doing, Color?
I am doing alright. I am surviving, you know. I haven't been coughing like crazy, but I'm still having those moments, so.
Hey, Color. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with something right now. Some guy leaked my friend's real-life name. The guy is someone who bullies my friend and has told him multiple times for him to kill himself. I can't do anything though since we're online friends.
Oh, jeez. Hey, Color, sorry, I'm trying to deal with something right now. Some guy leaked my friend's real-life name. Guy is someone who bullies my friend, and like, I know that I say this a lot, but, like, it's like, when people bully you, you need to stick up for yourself. I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, just, like, get strong and fight these people. Because here, like, yes, does it get you in trouble? For fucking sure. But sometimes the dude
is streaming right now. I am doing well, but I'm mostly gonna be stream lurking. I have a lot to think about, and just want to work on art and music.
Right now? Ah, he's a streamer. Oh, he's a streamer. Does he know this guy in real life?
I am coughing AFK.
I am too. Well, not right now, but I was earlier. I'm sorry. Why are you coughing?
Sometimes
people
need an ass kicking.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, sometimes you're right. Some people just need an ass kicking. If they know them in
Yeah, but his school does not care. Yes, and the streamer knows my friend IRL.
Okay. So yes, yeah, but his school does not care. Well, that's fine. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, tell him to get strong. Tell him to you know, start, like, tell him to, like, train a bit, and then see what tell him to fucking train a bit, get strong, and then when he's ready, he could just fucking deck this motherfucker. Because, like, this is the thing, man. It's like, these guys, like, some people do not get the fucking, like, do not get the idea that, like, you know, doing this shit to people is wrong. So it's like, you know, sometimes they have to be decked. You know, if they don't respect your boundaries, you beat them the fuck up. Like, simple as that. I know people always get mad because it's like, oh, well, you always choose violence, but sometimes that is the point, you know. It's like you just got to you got to be intimidating to people because if they don't want to be
I mean, I guess we could rate his stream, but that might not be a great option.
No, don't rate his stream.
Looks like I got a 5-stream streak here.
No, because the problem is that just gives them more attention, and in certain cases, sometimes it's not worth it. If they're like a huge streamer, typically a lot of times, if they're like a large streamer, everybody you just get a bunch of content creators to dunk on them and separate separate their community off from everybody else, and pretty much eventually those people will they'll have this huge engagement spike, and then what happens is their spike goes down. That's the reason why a lot of times content creators tend to give certain creators a ton of engagement if
True.
they're already
and
large.
He's a very small streamer. 90 subscribers.
Okay, so yeah, subscribers or followers. Yeah, it's not worth giving these guys that kind of attention, because it's always different. If it is a large streamer, it is always
YouTube streamer.
Yeah, if it is a large streamer, you can
replying to M0SSYW0RM. K color. Sorry, I'm trying to deal with something right now. Some guy leaked my friend's real life name. The guy is someone who bullies my friend and has told him multiple times for him to kill himself. I can't do anything though since we're online friends. Actually, I'm going through a similar issue to Mossy Worm right now, but a friend of mine is playing the hunter side. I am not intervening and I am trying to stay out of it.
Mine is playing hunter side and I'm not. Yeah, so
Twitch ad.
Twitch.
Ad.
Guess we'll wait for the ad to finish. God, I really hate that I fucking have ads on my stream. Hate that shit.
I used to be a total dick. The thing that made me actually aware of that was someone feeling the need to confront me. I had some anger issues for the longest time, but I'm doing better now.
Yeah, I mean, that's how it is, man. You just when
Ad over.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's how it is sometimes, and it's and to be honest, I used to be mean too. I was mean for a long time. I was a content creator when I was a teenager, and I was just mean to people constantly. But eventually,
I'm shaking right now. I'm so worried.
It took me
I don't
a
want him to
while.
harm himself. I'm scared.
Well, don't, like I said, tell him to get strong. Tell him to train. Train for that shit. Start tell him to start eating correctly. Start start going to the gym. Start getting lifting weights. Start fucking, doing do the things boxers do, right?
Well, that doesn't help him.
Train hard. Well, it might not help him in the short term, but it can help him in the long run. This dude gets strong and he faces this motherfucker and he goes, hey, I'm gonna give you one more chance to stop fucking with me or stop stop mentioning me on your stream, and if you don't, you're gonna get decked. It's that's the problem. It's if he's not gonna because by that point he will be strong enough to fight him.
It doesn't help him right now. If he's going through mental issues, it won't help much. And he's scared too. Holy shit.
Yeah. Hold on. If doesn't help him right now, if he's going through mental issues, it won't help him.
Here's my training plan. Eat 3 balanced meals a day and do a heavy workout every other day. 1 day of rest for your body to repair itself.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. I want to see if Zen actually, if he's doing what I think he's doing. Hold on. Just let the joke simmer. I think I know what he's gonna be talking about. Hold on. Wait. I'm getting the song ready just in case. It's too bad it takes a while to type this, but Oh no. That's not the one I wanted. No! Where's the one that I had? No! What?
Back my mom forced me to drink coughing medicine.
Hold on. I don't think Zen has the reference that I think he does. Or is using the reference that I think he's gonna use. But it would be really funny if he does. Damn it, I'm trying to pull the song, though, before it happens. Oh, okay.
My other friend can't sleep because she's worried. I'm so scared.
Mom forced me to drink cough medicine. Yeah, well, it's if you're coughing like that, you should probably. Other friend can't sleep because she's worried. Oh, I mean, yeah. It day by day, it's gonna be annoying, but like, but eventually, like, day by day it will get annoying. But for now, just tell them, oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. What? Where's the other cover that I'm looking for? Is it this one? No. No, it's not this one. What? Where's the cover I was looking for? What the fuck? Where's the wild one?
It was strawberry and it tasted like shit.
Well, yeah, of course. It's cough
Your
medicine.
body needs time to repair itself, so give it that time. But for the workout itself, I recommend 200 sit UPS 100 push-ups and a 5-mile run every other day.
Oh my god, he is. No, where's the song? Where is it? Ah, no. It's not this one, it's a different one. Come on. No, I don't want this. I don't want that one. I want a different one. Oh, dude. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one. Hold on. Maybe it's this one. I can't.
But just so you know, the streamer that doxed his name is Jiraki.
Oh, of course it is. Hold on. Sorry. God damn it, dude. I don't think this is the right one.
That's what I do, and I rotate other workouts for other muscle groups.
Is it this one? Hold on. That's what I do to. Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, it was like eat a banana a day and do like 100 push-ups or whatever, and it's like, damn, because I was gonna like literally like pull this. I was gonna pull this song out, because the one where Saitama's like talking about like how he trained to like get like really powerful, and he would just go, oh, shit. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna pull that song out because it was just really fucking, because you like
the Saitama workout app. I started out with that.
Yeah, I know. It was just very funny. That's why I was gonna. I thought
I can't do a 5-mile run every other day. I have shit to do every Sunday through Saturday.
5-mile run every other day. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Everybody does.
But I upped the ante a while ago.
Oh, this was made by Nate Wants to Battle. I thought this was a different one. Guess not. Anyway. Alright, what he upped the ante a while ago. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, let me see. Let me look at this dude's stream, because... Is it... Because, like, hold on. Let's see. D-R... I love how his name is also the name of a literal pedophile, so, kind of shows a lot of, like, what this guy is like. He's not even online. Was he online previously, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even see him on here. He said he had 30 followers? What's his name, Kraken or something?
90.
90?
No. I genuinely did the Saitama workout for about 2 years before it got too easy, so I modified it to be more intense.
Yeah, what was his username again? Because I don't see it on here.
I can link it.
Go for it.
Linked.
Okay. Nightbot didn't freak out or anything. Hold on. Did you link it? Where did you link it? In the Twitch chat or what? Nightbot didn't say anything. Interesting.
and I am pretty athletic after the Saitama workout plan.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they say it was a basic workout routine, so that was a joke. Was like that's like the workout routine people are
Works like a
supposed to
charm.
have. Yeah, that's what people. That's usually apparently supposed to be just like a workout, like a regular person like is supposed to have.
I'm gonna exercise in my room because Dan motivated me.
Exercise in your room. Interesting. All right, I want you to do 100 push-ups. No. Too bad. You have to do them now. You know, I totally, you know, and you can't just fake it because I'll totally know, definitely. Anyway,
Good, my apprentice.
and my apprentice. Yeah, what was the name, Mossy? Or what, like, did you send it in Discord, or where'd you send it, Mossy? Oh, it's right here. Oh, you sent his YouTube. Oh, he streamed on YouTube. Oh. Let's see.
I have such things to teach you.
Let's see here.
Alright guys, I'm currently streaming.
Oh, that is a kid. Oh, that's like a kid. I don't know if I wanna. Interesting. He also kind of leaked something he shouldn't have, but interesting.
That is a literal child.
Yeah, that is a kid. I don't know if I want to. Yeah, I'm not. Sorry. I don't bully children. I'm sorry. I'm not Leafy. Yep. I know I sound like Leafy, but that is a literal child. Sorry, I don't bully children. I mean, here's the thing. If they step out of line, sure, but, you know, I don't bully children. Sorry. But, you know.
I know. I don't want you to bully him.
No. Hold on, one sec. Let me call him a squeaker real... Well, hold on. One sec. Let me just call him a squeaker real quick.
One must never regret doing the right thing.
Oh. The right thing.
Hell.
The right thing to do would be, hold on, one sec. Sup, squeaker. There we go. Hold on one sec. Yeah, I like how I'm like, I'm not gonna bully a child, and then I'm just gonna literally bully a child. Let's see. I'm giving him like fucking viewership by doing that.
I do have a timestamp to where he leaped and bullied my friend and shit.
Oh yeah? No shit.
Yeah, make it load up. It's alright. And he betrayed me.
Oh my god, he's using like a voice filter.
I swear I did 10 crunches, trust.
Let's see. I swear I did 10 crunches, trust. Oh, yeah? Uh-huh. I don't believe you now. Now that you said trust, you know? Anyway. I don't know, I just called him a squeaker and I just left. I'm like, you know, I don't want to give a literal...
He's like a freshman, but my friend is older.
Oh. He's being bullied. He's being bullied by a freshman? That explains a lot, at least.
Nice, that's a good start. Keep going and one day you might be strong enough.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
I mean, okay, so he's a fucking dorkish freshman.
Trust.
Like fucking like that's if he's yeah, I'm sorry, your friend needs to like, you know, like your friend needs to like threaten him or something. Not threaten him, but like, you know, just kind of, you know, give him a good old wall up cuz he can't fight worth a shit, you know. I don't know. At least learn how to fight, though. I don't know if your friend knows how to fight, which probably they don't, but, you know. That's just, damn. I wouldn't know, because usually freshmen didn't have the balls to do anything to anybody of, like, any of the other people that were older in my school. But that's also because, you know, people in my school, kind of like, if someone, you know, said shit, just like bullied somebody, they would be beaten up. Like, that was just a normal thing. But, you know, obviously, like, fights happen quite often. Some of them were fucking pitiful, but You know, it's like
Holy shit.
people. Yeah, people have gotten their nose broken before from that, like from just being bullied. So, you know, it's not like I'm old, so it's like
My friend is
a
streaming
lot
his
of-
feelings.
Streaming his feelings.
Hold on.
Well then,
BRB.
that's fine. Does he have artwork or anything? We could totally like what do you call it? We could totally give his like stuff some engagement. 'Cause that's fine. I'm fine with giving them engagement. All right. Anywho. Oops, I accidentally closed the video we were doing today. Whoops. All right. Oh, Jazzle's live right now. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Jazzle, the frazzle, brazzle.
Yo. I had PE today too.
Oh, nice. I mean, political entertainment? You're so weird. Why would you ever do that? Okay, sorry. Such an old man joke. Anyway. Okay, anyway.
I sent you a link to the video. P.
Oh, hi, Bullet. How are you? Welcome out of nowhere. Sorry, I got distracted. And
My
I
favorite
was,
class was physical education.
Talking about physical education, yes. I mean, some people like it, so, you know.
It turned out so freaking good.
Let's see, it turned out so freaking good. Well, you sent me the core video previously. Oh, you sent a TikTok. Hold on, one sec. Here, we'll look at it, and then we'll go back to actually, like, you know, then we'll go back to the other
Alright, bro.
videos.
That kid is making up an excuse that he protected an autistic kid, which is a lie. Same PE is GOAT.
Gotcha. More of a he said, she said situation, so, I mean, you know, I don't know, y'all are teenagers, I apologize, I just, you know, I'm a grown-ass man, so bullying a literal child is like, you know, bullying a literal child just isn't my style, unfortunately, I'm sorry. This is very cinematic. What the hell? Why did you make it so cinematic?
The only class I didn't understand.
Yep, that's but you made it. Why did you make it so cinematic? The dogs are so sad. That's definitely how long that took you a long time, didn't it? Oh no. We are updating our terms of service and privacy policy, both as linked. Oh wait, did I even show the video? Yeah, okay. Both as linked, effective January 22nd, 2026 to reflect changes including updated corporate entity, new types of location information, including device. Ooh, ew.
Though it's kinda crazy that my friend is getting bullied by a literal freshman. Though I am worried he needs to report stuff. He needs to get the police involved if that kid is actually telling him death threats and SHKT.
Let's see. Though it's kind of crazy that my friend is getting bullied by literal freshmen, though I am worried he needs to report stuff. He needs to get the... Oh yeah, I know. If he's like... So here's the thing. The funniest thing is, the one thing I don't think they understand about making, like, you know, content on the internet, you can report anybody for any kind of crime. And if they know that kid, like, you know, get him to get clips, like, of someone threatening him and have them show that as evidence to the police. And he will, and if this kid keeps doing what he's doing, they will they will tell him to be like, hey, you can't stream anymore. They will literally put that into, they will count that as a misdemeanor or a felony, because you can't just, say shit about people or you can't expose you can't dox people on the internet. That's a crime. If you dox people on the internet, it's a crime. So it's it doesn't matter how old you are. So it's tell them, it's hey, I will report you to the police and I will get clips of you doxing me. It's if you do that shit, if they do that shit, the police will handle him. So, Let's see. Yeah, I mean,
Back.
that
I was
can
exercising.
happen.
My body hurts, but it's time to drink water.
Hell yeah. That was fast. How sweaty are you? From 1 to 10? From a scale from 1 to 10. Anyway, yeah, Bullet, you made this so, I did, right, you made it so cinematic. I'm very, very conflicted on this. Why? It's you put in so much effort for something so bizarre. Anyway.
I'm going to go work out. BRB.
Okay, you do that. 5. Nah, not sweaty enough. Do more crunches. Do some jumping jacks.
I honestly don't sweat that much.
Do about 100 jumping jacks. And then film yourself doing it, and we'll just put in the corner. No, I'm kidding. All right.
So did you like it?
What's up? Did I like it? Yeah, it was about, of course. Sorry, that sounded like I was
I'm going with Zen Hep.
I sound like I was joking. I'm not. I actually did like it, Here, I'll even hit like on it. There you go.
I can't door jumping jacks. It's 11:35 p.m. RN.
I can't door jumping jacks. Well, you're not supposed to door jumping jacks. You're supposed to do jumping jacks. Ba-doom-ching. No, I'm kidding. I know, autocorrect. Anyway. I know, I promise I wasn't doing that as a goofy thing. I just, I mean, it's about, it's about the same as your other stuff. So, if that says much, I promise. It's you always make good clips and shit. So I can't necessarily it's about on par with everything else you do normally. So it's just this one you made extra cinematic. So it's a little bit different than normal. I wasn't expecting it to be so cinematic. But
I didn't know I typed door LOL.
Door. Ba-doom-ching. Well, you didn't. Auto-corrected it for you? Yeah. So. I don't really have any criticisms for your kind of stuff, Bullet, honestly. I pretty much just have, it's always just the same thing. You don't really have anything I can really criticize that much, to be honest. I never really do, You just have your own style of things, so it's just everything that you do, it's just I'm unfamiliar with. So, like I said, maybe one day when I actually am as humorous as you are, when I actually got your kind of humor, or when I'm actually funny like you are, then sure, then maybe I can get some actual criticisms in there. But unfortunately, I am not there yet. So, and by the way, you passed me again in subscribers. So, just I told you you would pass me again. By the way. So, nothing much, just wanted to say that ahead of time. So, Also, your shorts do banger numbers compared to mine as well. It's fair warning. So, I'm you're just a lot better than my stuff. So, anyway, Alright, I'm done sucking your dick. You know.
The most fit people I have seen is their Ians, because they door quadrobikes. I don't know if I spelled that right, because of the strength it takes to be on hands and feet.
The most fit people I've seen are Thurians? I can't imagine, because it's like, you know, I can imagine, because like that, it does seem like a workout. It just, you know, it's just a little strange to do, but I'm like, it's not really something that I really care that much about. If people want to freaking walk on their hind legs, you know, or walk on, you know, all fours, I don't really care. What the fuck? Sorry, hold on. Sorry, ADHD moment. Hold on. How does this sound on the slide whistle? Oh. Oh my god. Oh, okay, this isn't what I thought it was. Oh. Oh. Huh.
You spoke the truth when the cost was high.
Oh my god, I'm so... Oh my god, I'm such a fucking simple man. God damn it. Okay. All right, let's not try to laugh. Oh god, that was really fucking funny, but god damn it. Oh shit. Shit. Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious. Damn it.
I'm a do quads, short for quadrobikes.
Fuck. Well, okay. Let's not do that. Oh my god. Woof. Not you. Just the... Oh my god. Whoa. Fuck. Okay. Okay. My god, that was funny. Damn it. God damn it. I don't feel like sick anymore, but god damn, man. I still fucking cough like I am. Oh my god. Anyway, move to a different video. Alright.
One of the reasons I'm as athletic as I am is because on patrol I pick up different varieties of garbage, different types, and shapes work different muscle groups. So yeah, if you want to get stronger and faster and able to do that for longer, you can go do community service. Trust the superhero, it works.
Interesting. I did not know that. You hear that, y'all? You want to get real fit? Do community
Anyway, I am going back to
service.
working out BRB.
You do that. God damn it. No. Oh my god. My fucking mucus cup almost tipped over. That would have fucking sucked ass. Anyway. Alright. Moving on. Oh, this is music. God damn it. Oh well. Yeah. I just, you know. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah. There's nothing much to say. Other than that was just fucking hilarious. God damn, that was so fucking funny. Anyway. Enough about that. Sorry, I don't have much to say right now. Oh yeah, no, so you guys want to get real fit, just go do community service, apparently. Oh, I forgot to do this other one as a full thing. Hold on. Ugh. Unless it is in this. Okay, it is. I've never heard the original of this song, so this cover I'm not familiar with. Or not cover, but remix. Alright. Ugh.
My goal is trying to get fit. I have started an addiction I am trying to get rid of in a healthy way. I looked at the scale and feel like starving myself, but I know that isn't the right thing to do.
Let's see. My goal is trying to get fit. I have started an addiction. I am trying to get rid of in a healthy way. I looked at the scale and I feel like I'm starving myself, but I know that isn't the right thing to do. Yeah, don't starve yourself. Okay, let me say something. So when you are obese, it makes sense to make yourself, like, have yourself eat smaller portions. But if you're somebody that already is fit, or somebody that is like the weight you're supposed to be, maintain the weight, you know. Cut out like chips and shit, of course, but like, you know, cut out like unhealthy snacks and all that, but, you know, and just replace, like, the best way I can really say it, it doesn't work for everybody, but, if you're a person that eats sweets, replace it with fruit, you know. Of course. Like, she needs to chill out. Dude, tell her to chill out. Like, tell her to tell you calmly then. Because I'm like, it's crazy that she's yelling at you again. Tell her to calm down first. Well, actually, and telling anybody to calm down is the worst idea, but like, you know, tell her to be like, hey, just, you know, like, it's like, hold on, before you yell at me, let's like, just, like, breathe for a second and like, and tell me in a calm manner, because it's more effective, because if you just yell at me, I won't do anything, you know. Just tell her that, you know, maybe it'll change her tone, I don't know, you know, because, like, the one thing, you know, the one thing that a lot of parents could tend to do when, instead of yelling at their kids, it's just like, you know, it's like, it's hard, I get it, but it's like, you know, just, like, you know, they have to just, you know, breathe for 2 seconds, and just like, and it's more effective if you tell a kid something, tell a kid something rather than, you know, rather than scream at them. Because if you scream at a child, it won't work. If you scream at a minor, like, I'm sorry to say this, but if adults scream at you, you guys don't really do anything, and that's fair. You know, they shouldn't be screaming at you in the first place, because it's ineffective. The only time that screaming works is when when you're trying to intimidate somebody. Other than that, it doesn't work. So, like, the best way to do it is to breathe for a second. You know, take a calm breath for a second, and just like, you know, take a calm breath for a second, and just like, you know, and then they tell you the problem. Because yelling at them isn't going to do much. Yelling at y'all isn't going to do much. I wish I could talk to your mother, but I have a feeling if you show her me, what will happen is she'll be all like pissy about it. And she'll be like, why you listen to this grown-ass man? And then, you know, even, you know, she'll probably ask why you're listening to me, and then, you know, and then just move on. And then stop you from watching me, so sorry. It's not because of the fact that I don't mind taking that risk. It's just the fact that I just don't think I'll do anything, and I don't want to make things worse for you. So that's kind of the problem. Because I have a feeling she won't listen to me, even though I'm also a grown-ass man. But, you know, like an adult talking to an adult, but, you know, she'll probably just be like, oh, well, you don't have a kid, so you don't know. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I've been around kids before. Many children. Used to babysit children all the time, dude. And I'm telling you, yelling has never once worked with them. It's like, you don't yell at kids. You have, like, it's hard, it's frustrating, it's annoying, it sucks. But it's like, you know, a lot of times, like, minors, they work differently than adults do. You can't just scream at a minor and then they'll do something, right? Because most of the time, the opposite effect will happen. So what you're supposed to do is talk to them calmly and explain to them why.
People in my school are like, OMG, I is 80 pounds. I am 60, like shut up. Student, you made that person feel bad, like fuck off. I'm not talking to y'all,
People in my
BTW.
school are like, OMG, blank is 80 pounds. I'm 60. Shut up, you made that person feel... I know. Like, shut up, student, you made person feel bad, like, fuck off. Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
I'm back. Only did a half workout today since I went on patrol tonight.
that is fair enough, then. Gee, blank is 80 pounds. I mean, I don't know what the normal weight is for a minor, so I apologize.
60 pounds is really light NGL.
Yeah, 80 to 60 is super light, but I don't know what the weight is of, like, a teenager is supposed to be. It's much, much lighter than, you know, than my fat ass, you know, but, so. But, they're like, yeah.
And today we're going to be talking about the trend of being trans.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like normal fifth grader weight.
This was sent to, I think Phone sent this one to me. Oh, okay, cool. Alright, get ready for me to talk about a topic I know fucking nothing about, so.
I'm not a good metric for the average, but I'm about 150 pounds.
I'm not good metric, but
And I'm 18.
Yeah, I'm
Is it just me or all of the people small in my class? Or is it because I'm the tallest in my class?
I'm a short guy, and I'm almost in my 30s, and I am nearly almost about, like, I'm about to be overweight, I think, but I think I'm like 141 the last time I checked, which means I gained fucking 30 fucking pounds, like, over the course of, like, a year. I am literally, like, just going up and up and up in weight, even though I'm not eating that terribly right now, but I don't think it matters.
And this is something I've heard from trans people, something I've heard from cis people. I've just been hearing it too much, so my job today is...
It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really seen anything like that in a long time. Because beforehand, when people used to do that shit, like, you know, years ago, like, people were, like, trying to
I'm heavier than you, but that's probably a difference in build and muscle density.
Yeah, I'm fatter. That's the thing, is I've got a dad bod. I'm also older. So it's like, you know, I've got a dad bod, and unfortunately, you know, if I gain weight, it's usually a bad thing. What was I saying? Yeah, no, but sorry. About the video. How you say it? Yeah, I haven't seen anybody usually make videos like this in a while. So it's like, because now that everybody is all fucking, like, now that the new trend is to be all, like, fucking, like, some fucking Christian value person, or some fucking, like, or conservative for some odd reason, or, like, you know, right wing, like, all of a sudden, what do you call it? Now people are, like, all against, like, being, you know, trying to be trendy of being, like, trans or gay or any part of the LGBTQ plus community, because now it's not a popular thing anymore, which is hilarious, because it's like, it's hilarious because literally maybe, like, I want to say 4 years ago, like, so many people were trying to pretend to be gay or part of the LGBTQ plus community when they weren't any of those either. You could be a part of our community, but trying to pretend that you're a gay person or a bi person or someone or like, or someone of anything in that group. Like,
I hate trends as an idea. Just do what you like to do as long as it doesn't hurt anyone or anything.
yeah, well, back then, people also, like, for some odd reason, were trying so hard to be, like, an oppressed group, which is so ironic, because the funny thing is...
My mom got these pain fidgets and I got one. They don't draw blood, but sometimes people like pain to cope, so like yay.
Oof, that, I guess, a good question mark? if that's a good thing? Hopefully that works. What was I saying? Yeah, no, because I mean, literally, I'm telling you this now. The people that used to do these trends, that used to, like, try to pretend to be, like, a gay person, or now in this case, I guess a trans person, like, people that were trying so hard that wanted to be oppressed so badly, like, those very people, we ended up calling them out and being like, you're just not a minority. It's like, we know, because all of this shit that you say that we do, we don't do. That's not a common thing. We're still people by the end. We just happen to, be somebody that our hormones instead like the same gender instead of a different gender. That's it. That's all that's different about us compared to regular people, compared to everybody else. That's the only difference. And it's like, and the fact is now, but because they were all pissy about it, because we were like, yeah, it's like, you're just fucking lying, because we know you're lying. It's like, because because like you're trying to pretend that these things that exist that don't exist at all, like, they're trying to be oppressed when they aren't. And for some odd reason, it was so trendy to act like they were oppressed. And now all of a sudden, now that they didn't get their way, now all of a sudden, now they're the opposite, where those very people are the ones that, like, decided to become the group of people that oppress...
Off topic, but Derp hasn't been here for a while.
Off topic, but Derp hasn't been here for a while? What happened with Derp, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, people would pretend to be, like, oppressed, and then what would happen, and now, like, those same people that would oppress, or those same people that would, like, want to be oppressed, are now actually, oppressing people. Now they're actually, like, like...
Why do people want to be oppressed so badly?
They did, at the time, because they think that it was, like, all fun and trendy, because it was a trend. It was all fun and trendy to do, because it was popular, It's like with furries. Furries became popular and people wanted to be a furry.
They used to view you and chat on your streams, but they kinda just disappeared.
Yeah, that is what it is. People come, people go. It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe you just found somebody else to watch, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah, but, what was I saying?
Yeah.
What was I saying? Yeah, no, I mean, it just, trends, like, when things are trendy, people like hopping on trends, and, the original people that were, like, especially, but when it comes to, like, people that are a part of, like, minority groups, like, LGBTQ plus people, when they are in a minority group, a lot of times the whole point of it is to, give ourselves a bit more recognition, or, like, make something for ourselves. It's not, because we don't try to go outside of our bubble most of the time, or try to go outside of our community, because usually, if we go outside of our community, we tend to get, like, people that just attack us. So a lot of times...
RLSH has recently had a surge in popularity, and because of that, I've seen a lot of folks doing it just for the recognition rather than doing tangible good.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that, It's like with the furry fandom. Like I said, I've, like, with LGBTQ plus people, it's different, though. Like, it's a minority group. It's like the fact that people just wanted to pretend to be gay was just such a weird thing. Because with stuff like that, it was literally just meant for our group, and usually our group only. But sometimes, people that, weren't gay, or weren't, or weren't trans, ended up jumping in on these trends, and then, like, pretending that they were something that they weren't, because we were just popular at one point, because we made something for ourselves and not for other people. And unfortunately, because sometimes people do like things outside of, because people, our thing came outside of our group, we don't hate the fact that people are interested in what we're doing or interested in our community, but when they get to the level where they're like trying to pretend to be a minority, that's not a good thing. That's like a white person pretending to be a black person. It's just not the same. Like, I don't pretend to be a black guy. I'm a minority, but I'm not a black dude. You know, it's like, it's very weird to do that. I'm a Hispanic person, but I don't look Hispanic, so I can get away with a lot of things that white people do, you know? It's like, I can, you know, I have Hispanic parents. I was born from Hispanic people, you know? It's like, I look like a white guy, you know? But again, like, that's so I don't pretend like I get oppressed like Hispanic people do. You know, and I think I'm very lucky in the fact that I get to see both perspectives.
I don't pretend
like
to be a furry when I'm just here for the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, and then furries are different. That's like a fandom thing. That's inconsequential, right? That's just super inconsequential. People pretend to be a furry, you know, because it's like, it is what it is. I mean, sure, they're a fucking poser, but they're not pretending to be like oppressed. Because like when you pretend that you are like, yeah. Like when I'm a black woman. There you go. Yeah, exactly. I don't pretend to be you. I'm not a black person. I don't know what it is like being black. You know, I know what it is like being a minority, but I have no idea what it is like being a black minority. You know, it's like very, very different. You know, it's like, because people don't know that I'm gay unless I tell them. And I'm not going to just tell the average person that I'm gay. Sorry, but I just don't, you know.
If there's two things I hate, it's posers and cowards.
Yeah, that. You know, I don't pretend to be like anything that I'm not. So it's like, you know, it's that, you know, it's like, it's just the fact that that was a thing for a while just like, you know, bugged me. But what bugs me even more is those very people that are like, that were a part of like those trend, or those people that like, you know, try to act like it was a trend at the time, like ended up using it like it was a trend instead of like, you know, something that's a bit more important, you know, made people just, how do I say this? It made people like, they're not made people. It just, you know, they try to be a part of a trend. We called them out for it because it was very clear
when
that...
said cowards, I thought of the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz.
That's funny. Yes. I don't really have any commentary on the Cowardly Lion from Wizard of Oz, other than the fact that the one time he found out something was behind a curtain, I think? Can't remember. Or was that someone else? I forgot who saw behind the curtain. I think it was Dorothy. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, just, you know.
Zen said.
The very people that, how do you say it? The very people that, like, you know, that used to like want to be a part of our thing so badly ended up becoming, going on the opposite side and now just attacking the very group that, like, you know, the very group that was like, hey, like, you know, it's like you could be a part of our, like, you know, the very group that was telling people that they could be a part of our community, just don't pretend to be us. Because it undermines, you know, the whole, you know, undermines people that, you know, hate crimes. It undermines literal hate crimes. You know, it's kind of important to call out hate crimes when they happen. Something that people are very much in favor of lately. It's insane. Anyway.
To dismantle the concept that being trans is a trend. Before I get into that, if you are new here, new as in not subscribed, definitely go ahead and press that subscribe button down below. We're shooting for 20K and you can help make that happen. So before I get into...
Hey guys, make sure, it's like, yeah, people are trying to pretend to be trans, but before this happens, make sure to smash that subscribe button and that like button and hit that notification bell for more content based off of people trying to, or based off of trans content. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, sorry. It's just such a weird thing, like, after that shit, you know. Sorry, that's such a weird fucking... That was just such a weird video, or, like, a weird thing to start off with. I mean, I don't think... The dude doesn't do anything with trans stuff, probably, but it is just very funny. Oh, nope. His whole thing is... Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry. This might be a trans man. Yes, this is definitely this person, or somebody that probably talks about trans stuff. I don't know if they're a trans man. but I'm assuming maybe because they go from trend to being trans, completing in bodybuilding as a trans man. Oh nope, they're a trans man. Okay. At home review, female to male, lifters over 40, how to make gains. This is kind of cool.
Face.
This is kind of cool. This is like a hi, Kabeko. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Good to what do I call it?
Good for him. I honestly don't care.
Yeah, honestly, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like it's like a fitness trainer, but like it's like a fitness trainer, but like if you're like transitioning, like how to actually maintain your body, and because your body changes like crazy. So it's for anybody that goes from like female to male, which I think is kind of cool. That's pretty sweet. And good God, this guy is fucking like, this dude is fucking so much more ripped than I am. Jesus Christ, look at that body. Oh my God. God damn. Anyway, Jesus Christ, holy shit, this guy is fucking so fucking pumped up.
I remember switching to Ubuntu,
This dude's
and yeah.
so juiced.
Also, I bought Cult of the Lamb recently, and that's a good game.
Ooh, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear that it went well for you. I'm glad to hear that you like that game. Sorry. Just like looking at this, God damn, this fucking guy is a ripped. Yeah, no, it's kind of cool though. I mean, like, just a whole channel that's just kind of showing like, hey, it's like, here's what do I call it? Here's like just some fitness tips for like, trying to keep, trying to stay fit if you're like a trans person, like transitioning over from specifically female to male though. So, which is fine. Interesting. I kind of like that these kind of creators are like around. I'm not,
Actually, a fairly similar build to me, just a little more toned, but I more go for ability over looks.
You go for ability more over looks. I mean, he's pretty fit. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty, he's pretty fit. I'm just not into like fit guys. Not fit guys. I shouldn't say. I'm not into like
So my definition isn't as prominent.
men. Yeah. I'm not as into like jacked men.
Anyway,
So
I think a sprite, that pixel art thing I use, is just Photoshop for pixel art. I don't know.
He's a fairly good looking dude though, honestly. Anyway, I don't know why I'm like trying to, sorry. I sound like those people that are like I sound like those people that are trying to pretend like they're like, oh yeah, well, of course I like trans people. Of course, I'm just attracted to, like, see, I'm attracted to this guy. I promise I'm more just complimenting him. I promise I'm not trying to try to suck any dick right now. Even though I probably would. Now, okay, anyway, alright, I'm done.
To breaking down how being trans is not a trend. We've always been here, and people feel more comfortable coming out of hiding, whether that's hiding from themselves or hiding from society.
It was like that with, it's just been like that with the LGBTQ plus community lately. Unfortunately, very recently, it's been very hated, but unfortunately, younger generations, I have a feeling we're going to have some trouble with them because I have a feeling they're going to really hate the LGBTQ
Anyway,
plus community.
remember when I said I'm 17 now? Like, dog.
Anyway, remember when I said I'm 17 now? Are you? Congratulations? Question mark? Anyway.
I do want to give y'all some context into myself, right? So I came out as trans to the people that I felt comfortable to, meaning
Doggo,
my girlfriend at the
face.
time,
Also,
and like
yeah,
a handful
I am
of
17 now.
As also, yeah, I'm 17 now. Well, happy belated birthday? Question mark? I don't know when your birthday was. I'm sorry. Also, yeah, I mean, that's usually how it should be. You don't really need to come out to anybody in you don't need to come out to anybody unless it's only the people that you're familiar with, or unless it's necessary, right? Because most of the time nobody really cares if that makes any sense. You may not, people may think that
I once said it in the server, so yeah.
Once said in the server. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I missed that, Kabeko. I wish I'm you're a year older. Hold on, wait, sorry. You're a year older to death now. Now eventually you will see Dark Death Wolfman from hit movie frickin' Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. I think that's what it was. Or am I thinking of a different thing? That I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I don't mean to skip over your thing, Kabeko. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. When people like, most people usually don't care if you're like a gay man or you're like a trans person or whatever. No one really cares. But I think the problem is it's like there are, unfortunately, in recent time.
Bye. Take care, fellas.
All right. You have a good night, Kabeko. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Yeah. Nobody really cares if you're like, you know, if you're any of those, like, but probably more recently, sure. But like, you know, how do I say this? It's like, I'm not usually a fan of like everything that's been happening on the internet right now with like how much people have hated like the LGBTQ plus community right now. But to be honest, it's not like it's anything new. Because like when I was like first on the internet, there was always like a shitload of people that just like was anti like LGBTQ for some fucking odd reason. But the only reason why there's so much fucking hatred for it right now is because of the fact that like because of the fact that like politics has like blew that shit up like crazy and made it like the talk of the town. So now like people are talking about trans things even though like literally a few years ago nobody was talking about that shit because it didn't, you know, it's like, you know, because it didn't really necessarily matter if people transitioned at the time. But you know, I don't know. And you know what's the fucking craziest thing? Like I know that we're only 41 seconds into this, but let me tell you a little fucking something. The main reason why people are always like why people are so like wildly against this entire thing, or the reason why like right-wing people are so entirely against this thing, is literally because of bathrooms. That's it. You know, it's because they're thinking of like the bathroom thing, where it's like, oh yeah, well if a person transitions and they say that they're a woman and they're in the women's bathroom, like they're, you know, then creeps can get in there. So if that's your concern, then hear me out. Trans women bathrooms. Because no guy cares if a trans man goes into a men's bathroom. Because no one cares, right? Like nobody fucking gives a shit, right? But it's specifically like the super like conservative people that really like that really like have this huge thing with like talking about like, oh well, we got to protect the women, you know? So essentially if you want, like, it's like, if I would say for now, maybe just a trans women's like
it's my favorite content creator.
Hi, Soapy. Oh god, hi, Soapy Castle. How are you doing? How is work? How is errands? How's your day in general? I probably have a feeling I know why you're here, but I will be friendly for now. I had a feeling, so I had a feeling someone told me about you, or told you about me, probably. Or you told, whatever. Anyway. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Unless you're...
I'm doing good.
Unless
I just watched the video you made. You did good, but very all over the place.
It is very all over the place, but it is a reaction video. And on top of it, look, man, I
actually found the video on my own. Hello again, fellas.
Yeah, before we, like, get into, like, I just think that it was just mean, to be honest. Like, extremely mean. But like I've done like a lot of like reaction videos on reaction stuff on my channel a lot of times for live stuff. But just this time I felt like I had to at least make a video on it. I have really nothing against you. I just, you know, I think that it's just not okay for, like, I'm just not a fan of drama stuff, to be honest. I'm not a fan of like of people that do this kind of thing. Like, or people that, how do you say it? I'm sorry, apologies. I'm just not a fan of, people that do drama based things, if that makes any sense, just for the sake of content. I've been somebody that's been doing this kind of thing, like been involved with like YouTube content creation for like 17 years. So I have a very like old man esque like, you know, thought process about YouTube content. And I wasn't a fan of your video. I don't have anything crazy against you. I just think that sometimes like when we attack our own community, it is very damaging to each other. You know, we damage each other a lot. And I don't really like, you know, that kind of thing. I always try to play defense when it comes to this kind of stuff, you know. So, you know, I have nothing against you. I just wanted to talk about that kind of thing, you know. But, you know, I'm like, I don't want like beef. I don't want like to have this entire, you know, I don't want to freaking have this whole attack thing. To be honest, the fact that you came here also probably, you know, is better than what most people would most likely do. So, and I appreciate you at least coming over here for that. So, I'm assuming that's the reason why you came here. So, you know, hold on, I'm gonna play some music in the background then while we're, you know, I'm gonna play some music in the background while we're waiting, or while we're waiting for the response. This is actually kind of an important conversation now. One moment.
Sorry that I'm not talking much.
Oh no,
I get
you're
being
good.
heated in the moment. When I made my videos on Xgaming streams, I had to chill. I have nothing against you. You are fine. I just make videos for fun and to get better at commentary.
Oh, I know. It was just specifically the type of, okay, and now I gotta wait for the Twitch chat. Oh no, you're on YouTube. I'm a minute behind on YouTube, so let's see. It was on X Gaming streams. I had to chill. I have nothing against you. You're fine. I just make videos for fun.
Back.
And yeah, I know. It's just sometimes
I struggle talking
like,
sometimes and I didn't think the video would reach the way it did. I will say the video isn't perfect and I could have done better.
yeah, it was like, yeah, it was just specifically like, the problem is I've had like, it just, this drama like this just didn't need to exist, at least in my opinion, because like it definitely seems like it seems like one PB and Beta like took this whole thing to the freaking internet when they didn't have to, when it could have just been like, when it could have been a discussion between the two. And even if it got crazy or like, you know, had this kind of problem, they brought this like drama to the internet and I wasn't a fan of it. You know, I'm not a fan of like people that attack their own community, and unfortunately like I've had to deal with that a lot lately. So it's just mainly that. I'm not, maybe my video wasn't the greatest either. I was more trying to just focus on the fact that it's like, you know, I was just trying to defend a community that I've been a part of for a long time. I try not to make drama videos, but I'm kind of glad that this kind of reached you, because honestly, I'm glad that you even came over here. So, and I appreciate it nonetheless. Oh, I'm sorry. I need some music in the background. I'm sorry. Because I didn't expect that I was going to be here. I didn't expect I was going to have this conversation here. So, let's get some music in the background. There you go. Yeah. So, there's not really much for me to say. That was pretty much it. So.
Yeah, no worries. You are fine. Keep making the videos you make. I was laughing when I saw the thumbnail. And the guy who's the slime creature laughed when you called him a girl, lol.
Let's see. The guy who's the slime creature laughed when you called him a girl. Oh, I thought it was a girl, so, you know. Yeah. It's just, we're all weird, and I just, you know, that, it was just specifically that, I got very emotional, and I apologize. It was like, cause, like, the only reason why I saw the video was because I had a fan that sent me it, and they were...
No, that's a bro, a homie,
Yeah.
a dude, lol.
No, that's a bro, that's a home. Okay, well, I didn't know that. I apologize. I apologize for misgendering them. Yeah, I had a fan that, like, sent me one of those, and I was like, or that sent me, like, because I didn't even know that the video existed, because someone, like, sent me stuff like this, and a lot of times, like, somebody just wanted me to talk about it, because, you know, they just wanted my own perspective on it, so I try to give the best I could, but... One, I'm not, as you can tell, I'm a lot more scatterbrained.
I'm back again. There was something I had to take care of.
Hi, Zen. Welcome back, Zen. Hope, what do you call it? Hope you got whatever you need to take care of. Hope it went well, or hope you got that done. As you can tell, I'm very scatterbrained, so, you know, like, I'm not the best at responding to things, but I try to, like, at least give, like, people the I try to at least try to be, like, on the defense for a lot of things if I have to. That's just kind of the stuff that I usually do on live streams. I don't normally like making drama into videos, and I want to get out of drama.
It's called ADHD, and I have it too.
Yes, that. What did I call it? Yeah, I have a lot of, I've gotten a lot of those videos from time to time, and I normally don't make them, I don't usually make, like, reaction videos
Anyway,
to videos
I don't think
that...
furries get mainstream hate anymore. That's kinda cool. I don't know, I never met one.
Well, yeah, I know. It's because it's changed. Like, it's because a few things, but, you know. It's because it's just popular now. I don't know why it's popular. It's because a lot of mainstream YouTubers, like The Odd Ones Out and, who else? Who else was it that like, ended up doing the furry thing? Like, cause there was a lot of YouTubers that just, like, randomly were like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, I like furries. Furries are cool. Even though for years, because before furries, like, I've been a part of, like, old YouTube when, like, furries were, like, by, like, the Newgrounds creators. People used to shit on furries so often, dude. So often. And I just, like, it was nuts. I felt a little conflicted. I worked for those people, by the way, so it's like, yeah, so, safe to say I've experienced some of this stuff firsthand. So you know, I'm not the best at handling certain things, as you can tell, though, so I just kind of don't talk about it as much, but this was just one of the few things I felt like that's what I'm saying. That video, I don't make drama. I don't want to make drama. The drama, the commentary, all that shit that's just me talking, I want to get rid of that, because
Do you want to hear a personal anecdote?
Do you want to hear a personal anecdote? Sure, go for it. Yeah, I personally just want to stay away from drama. I end up getting sucked in. Like, I get sucked in so often sometimes when it comes to drama things, because I feel like there's just certain topics that just feel so too important to just not talk about sometimes. And I hate that I get into that, because I'm like, I really shouldn't. But, you know, unfortunately, when, like, because I care a lot about my videos, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't just want to make garbage most of the time. I want to, like, I make things that I care about, right? So unfortunately, when it comes to, like, drama, I end up making these, they're, like, one, super easy to put together, but two, they're also just something that, like, that just, I have this, like, determination to at least, like, put something out there, because, you know, like, I feel like I have to at least bring my opinion out there, even if people disagree, because, you know, most people on the internet don't like me, so, but it is what it is, you know. It's not like I'm really looking for anyone's freaking approval. Yeah, so.
Furries are cool, but I wonder which ones are cool. Like, I think that those Portal 2 looking ones are cool.
Portal 2 looking ones? There's Portal 2 looking furries? What? Oh, wait, what? Which ones are you talking about? think, Soapy Castle, left, but that's okay. That's fine. There probably wasn't much for us to talk about.
So there was this one time that I was going across the country for whatever reason and I was so surprised about how clean the streets were in comparison to my own. That was early in my superhero career. After being active for about 4 years, my local streets look a lot closer to there. So I'm proud to have been able to make that much of a difference.
Wow. That's beautiful, dude. I'm glad to hear you're able to do that, man. Honestly, like, freaking good job, man. Like, that's no easy feat. You should be proud of that, honestly. I'm glad to hear that, I'm glad to hear that you're able to, like, literally clean your streets to
I'm
the
talking
level.
about Protogens. They remind me of Portal 2 robots.
Protogens. Okay, I see. Yeah, I think Soapy Castle left. That's alright. That's fine. I didn't know if he wanted to have a conversation or not, so... I'm kind of glad that he didn't end up doing the thing that a lot of, like, content creators do, where they, like, hop in just to, like, be angry, and then, like, you know, then, like, send their freaking hordes of people after me, because that's happened many times, but it's not like I really care about that. Let's see. Gens, they remind me of Portal 2 robots. Yeah. Thinking about Protogen. Yeah, oh, just Protogens in general. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Portal 2 robots. Hold on, let me look at what they are, because, is that where Protogens came from? Because I actually don't know. Because Protogens were, like, a little bit newer when I was, like, you know, hold on. No, it's just the Peabody and the, an Atlas. Huh. I'm not sure which one you're talking about, then. Or just saying it remind you.
I have 30k points. What should I use them for? Or should I save them?
Good question. I need to make something more torturing. Like clear slate or something like that, like clear like a whole, delete an entire frame and have to redraw it. That sounds like hell. Should I do that? That sounds like hell. You know what? Yeah, I will. That sounds like such a pain in the ass. Hold on. I will gladly.
My comments aren't going through for some reason.
Your comments aren't. Oh yeah. I don't know why. YouTube censorship, like, I don't know what it is. YouTube just randomly, like, censors
I made a typo.
random
The
words.
K wasn't supposed to be there.
It doesn't, like, people have so much trouble talking on YouTube, and I don't know why. Like, I have checked, like, all of, like, my filters and everything, and I've turned off everything. But people... How do you say it?
Because YouTube is stupid.
Yeah, but like YouTube just randomly like just doesn't send people's messages like all the time, and I don't know why. I'm highly sure that's the reason why people just aren't like, or why people just don't look at my stream that much. So, or go like talk in my YouTube stream. People on Twitch are fine. It doesn't censor people on Twitch. It just does on YouTube for some odd reason. I don't know how to change that either. I've looked at every setting that possible. I've even looked at a tutorial on stream just to check. So. This is a fun remix. Let's see. Earnings, Discovery. Hold on. I'm actually adding the channel points thing right now because sabotaging an entire slate is a
Also,
good
I recently
idea.
acquired a bed frame that has a massage feature. Why chronic pain has reduced significantly since then. Held a message for using channel block terms. Allow will post it to chat.
Okay, you might have to repost that because unfortunately it just immediately removes it on Twitch. Sorry. Whoever sent that, sorry.
I like the music.
Like the music. I know, it's
I get
actually
that.
pretty decent.
Well, I hope you have a good night. Also, I wasn't calling Beta or anyone a PDF. I don't think he is.
No, he's not. I mean, well, yeah, it's what you said previously, where it was like, you said that, like, people did stuff with children, and that's, like, it really, that's kind of the part that, like, really, like, irked me because a lot of people that talk about that shit, they call us pedophiles like all the time. And like it's so bad because it like I'm a
That's what I tried saying earlier from YouTube.
Yeah, I gotcha. I already like really like how you say I hate when people undermine pedophilia because I am so fucking
I'm
against
overeating.
that
Time
shit.
to go outside in the cold for a little bit. BRB.
Okay, you enjoy yourself, son. I will like the problem is pedophilia is such a fucking big like huge topic for me that I am heavily against it, and I have had people in my life that have experienced that shit to the level where like I couldn't fucking control like myself when it comes to attacking those people. Like it's that bad. And the fact that like unfortunately when people like tend to talk about the fact that we do shit, like act like we do shit with children when we don't, is insanity, because we don't. And it's like, and I don't like, they undermine what pedophilia actually is, and it pisses me off like a lot. It boils my blood. And it's like, and the fact that like anybody talks about that shit, it bugs me a lot. I'm not, like I said, it's nothing against like, it's like nothing against people that like, you know, I don't want to like play this game. Like I just don't like when people do that shit. It's bad because it really, really like, I don't ever want to be like in line with any of those types of people because I am nothing close to those people ever. I don't like being near those people. I don't want to be near those people. I allegedly, of course, very allegedly have very allegedly have done, you know, maybe those people aren't around anymore type of thing. You know, I have a niece, I have a nephew, and if I heard any of that shit happen to either of them, I would fucking, like, I would probably be in jail if I got caught, of course. Allegedly, of course, allegedly. I have to say allegedly because, you know, I don't like associating myself with any of that type of shit, and I don't want to be, being associated with pedophilic shit, it's not my forte, you know. It's not, maybe you didn't say that, there's so many people that have used the points that you have and like have, what do you call it? There's people that have used the points that you have and, how do I say this? They've used the points you had and then associated that with like pedophilia. So, you know, I just, you know, it was that mainly. So, yeah, cause I just, all right. Sorry. I'm gonna chill out. I just, yeah, I don't like, yeah, no. It's like anybody that thinks anything like that, I will gladly correct people on that. And if anyone tries to associate with me with that, no, just I'm not going to accept that straight up. I already have like a very big thing against pedophiles. So, you know, like I said, I appreciate that, like, you know, I appreciate that, you know, you come over here to talk to me, you know, because I'm glad we could at least get that cleared up because like that was, you know, I have a very different thing when it comes, like, you know, it's just two completely different things that I just don't even want these things being associated with. So I'm just, you know, defending hardline my community, but it's not just defending my community, it's just also on top of it as well is just keeping us, like, those allegations of like what, you know, of that, like, far away from each other, you know. Anyway, sorry. Let's see. When I was young, I almost got taken advantage of by an older boy because of that experience, I have extremely harsh
Did
feelings.
you know that
towards
Luigi was
people.
ruled innocent?
Was he? No shit, really? Wait, whoa. What? No way, dude. Hold on.
Yeah, well, you have a good night. I'm off to bed.
Yeah. Appreciate it, Soapy. You have a good night, man. Appreciate this talk. Hold on, wait. No, he was not. There's no way, dude. Are you telling me that we actually won a case against, like, the ultra wealthy? Hold on. Doesn't look like it yet. Hold on. Hold on. One sec. There ain't no fucking way. That's crazy, bro. Let's see. He's pleaded not guilty.
If I remember correctly anyway.
It's because, well, the reason why they couldn't, like, you know, they couldn't use the regular evidence they had against him was because they didn't read him his Miranda rights. So, you know, which is absolutely hilarious, but there's no fucking way. There's no way, like, him, because here's the thing, with rich people, they don't let anybody get away with, like, anything. Like, because unfortunately, he had, like, a really rich, like, people, like, you know, like, going with him, or, like, you know, making a case against him, which, you know, he's totally, completely innocent, definitely. You know, I mean, obviously, he wasn't the one that did it. It was some weird masked man, of course. So, you know,
Anyway, Color, do you think furries aren't all bad? Because the bad ones are.
do you think furries aren't all? No, of course not. I don't generalize the whole group of people, you know. I don't. So, I don't do that. That's not, you know, I don't other people. I just specifically there's a lot of things that furries have done in my own experience, but again, that's not, you know, it's like I would never do anything that, or what call it, I don't never generalize a group like that, you know. So just because something is common does not mean it is like, just because something is like, you know, frequent and common doesn't mean that's everybody, you know. So, and again, that doesn't mean that all people are bad, you know. So, so far he is still innocent, but they have not said that they haven't done anything with his trial yet. So, oh, never mind. Updated 7 hours ago. Let's see.
For legal reasons, if Luigi did it, he deserved it anyway.
If Luigi did it, he deserved it anyway. Deserve what? What did he do? Luigi deserved what?
Cool. Okay. Bye. Take care, fellas.
Let's see. I'm just kind of confused because it's like, okay.
The healthcare CEOs deserved what he got.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, you know. I mean, hey, you use AI to kill a shitload of people, then, you know, makes sense why a weird unmasked hooded person would totally, you know, fire on that person, you know. Like, you know, clearly, you know, they just ended up going after the first Italian man that existed, so. Wait, they're still using a quote unquote a 3D printed gun.
It's the classic trolley problem. One person or many people.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Yeah, I don't even, you know, it's very unfortunate that that one guy, you know, that Thompson just, you know, fell on a bullet, you know. It's very unfortunate, you know. it's crazy. I don't know who the hell set that spike or who.
I would
the
choose
hell
the one
set that
person every
trap.
time.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, yeah. I mean, you know, like, it's just it's crazy what happened. I mean, you know, I don't get how that happened. What the fuck? Luigi, Mangione, Diddy, and SBF. Why are they all? Why is he with Diddy? Why is he with Diddy? What the fuck? What kind of shit is that? Why is he sitting with Diddy? That's so weird. What? Huh? Why? Let's see. Monster season? What the hell's a monster season? Okay, it's been updated very recently. He has a Simpson joke that I guess somebody used a Simpson joke for Luigi allegedly, you know, doing all this stuff, quote unquote, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. They would go for this. They just randomly pick this man out of nowhere, you know, because a certain person fell into a bullet. Crazy. Anyway, I was supposed to be adding a sabotage, so.
What? Why is he linked with that person?
Yeah, dude, crazy, right? I know. Can't believe it.
Anyway, I should go to bed. Good night, folks.
All right. All right. Let's make that. I'll make it 3600. How about that? There we go. I have so many events that just happen. I also need to remove the fireworks because they don't happen anymore. Okay, anyway.
And like a handful of homies in 2018, right? Now, coming out in 2018 is probably better than anyone had it before me, but it's definitely entirely different than coming out today. Everywhere I went, because I was trying to be stealth, but being stealth when you're not on testosterone and not gifted with, you know, the most perfect jaw and all that kind of stuff, it just wasn't working. So in my head, I was going to my schooling program and I was going to work and I was stealth, but it wasn't giving stealth whatsoever. People treated me like a different species, you know? People felt obligated to ask me about my genitals. People felt obligated to ask me about how I knew I was trans. Just people were treating me like.
Yeah. And so, yeah, so he's just talking about the stuff that this year is just very different from 2018. And I agree, you know, people just fucking talk to, you know, LGBTQ plus people like they're fucking circus people, which is just, it's awful. It really is, you know, and it sucks. And I feel just annoyed that people would just treat people like this, you know, but it's been happening for years, yes, but at the same time, it just is wrong to treat people like this, you know.
Like a zoo animal and misgendering me to my face, talking shit about me behind my back. People would misgender me on purpose to my fucking face in front of my boss. My boss used to misgender me, right? It's just the level of, you know, lack of protection that we had. I'm not saying it's perfect now by any means. I'm actually going to be getting into that, but there's definitely more protections in place for trans people now, more than there was before. It is not perfect. We still have
a lot of those stuff got removed, unfortunately, sadly. I would say that would be true if that was the truth, but a lot of LGBTQ plus protections, they've gotten taken away. He forgot that Orbfell v. Hodges got removed, so it fucking sucks, dude.
have a long way to go, but it's definitely existent, which is my point, okay? So I say all that to say more people feel comfortable coming out now than they would have 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
I don't know if that's entirely true anymore. It used to be, but in modern day, I just don't think so. You know, people out in reality usually don't care that much, but I don't know, man. It feels like we're going backwards. But maybe I don't know. Maybe I just have bad experience. Maybe I'm just not experiencing like the same thing he is. But I don't know, man. Lately, a lot of trans people in my state have just left because they just feel like it's too dangerous to live here right now. They've left to a different country because they don't think that this country is going to, like, you know, maintain this for very long. So
the concept that more people are trans now more than ever, technically speaking, that is true. I found a study that mentioned that 0.95% of the US population identifies as trans, as opposed to in 2010, I believe 0.3% of the population identified as.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, it's also very fucking tiny if that's the case. So actually surprised that it even grew that much, considering, you know, trans people just kind of don't really even exist that much in the first place anyway.
As trans.
It's rare that you'll ever meet a trans person, I'll tell you that. The only reason why I know trans people is because of, like, the community that I'm in, and, like, it was very LGBTQ plus friendly for years. So the people that I know that are trans folk have been they've already transitioned. They're there, right? They've already fully transitioned. So it's like, you know, they did that shit years ago. So it's like, you know, so like it's different, you know, like it's just, so you know, trans isn't a new thing. It just ended up being the next thing for people to hate because, you know, people recognize that just hating gay people really is super fucking silly because there's no backbone to it other, like, you know, so there's that, you know, because liking a dude is just, or liking your own gender just sometimes was something that people kind of figured out that was just kind of really stupid to hate. So now, unfortunately, now it's trans people because, you know, fucking, of course it is. It's like they got to figure out what type of people to villainize next, and it's always trans people, or it's not trans people. It's always, you know, it's always minority groups, you know, because, you know, first it was the lesbians, then it was the gays, then it was the bis, then it was like, I think it was more like the gay and the bi people. Maybe it was the lesbians, then the bisexuals, and then the gay people, and then now it's trans people, you know. After trans people, though, then it's gonna be like queer people and asexual people, you know. But the trans thing is gonna be really hard for people to get over, unfortunately, because unfortunately people just don't get the idea that it's just like, it's like it doesn't fucking affect them. And, like, honestly, like I said, for the whole fucking bathroom thing, trans bathrooms, like trans female bathrooms, they exist in airports. So it's like, you know, it's like, if we just, I feel like that's a start. It's not like the end goal, but it's a start. At the very least, we can get people used to trans people. If there's like, you know, there's like a, you know, because dudes don't care right now. But in order to get people to just like be more comfortable with it, is you have a male bathroom, a female bathroom, and then we'll have a trans female bathroom for just a bit, right? Nothing crazy, but I feel like that would just be fine for like a little while, right? I know that fucking trans people fucking probably hate that idea, but like I don't, you know, it's just, it sucks. And I know how it feels to be a person that people have to get used to. It's frustrating. I get it. It's a slow, arduous, annoying process. But like until people like, until this thing calms down, I feel like a trans female bathroom is just what we need for a while, right? Because at the very least, then people will be like, okay, well, they're a trans person, so like, you know, they're in the proper bathroom, and now people like start slowly recognizing that, you know, it's like, oh, okay, maybe people aren't trying to pretend to be like, you know, aren't trying to like, because the problem is the dude factor of like dudes being creepy. And that's kind of been a thing for a while, but people need to recognize that that is not completely linked. That's not linked to like anything trans based, you know. And I don't really see anybody using that as an excuse or anything like that. But again, I can't. That's my own personal experience. You know, I've never witnessed it, and probably never will. But in general, for now, start with that. You know. It's like you got to take small steps. That's how people got used to gay people. It's got to be the same thing with trans people. I hate to say it. It sucks. I do hate to say that shit. But it's like, in order to get people used to that. Hi, June Buggy. How's work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hope it went well for you. Yeah, I mean, you know, just getting people used to that has to, like, you know, it sucks. It's a slow process. It's terrible. But, like, unfortunately for now, that's going to have to be, like, the process. Like, because with gay people, it was, like, slowly people transitioning to, like, you know, like I said, it had to be lesbians first, right? And then people, because people recognized they were being hypocrites and were like, oh, yeah, well, I like lesbian porn. And then, like, all of a sudden, they're like, oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter that, you know, two women would be close to each other. And
Hello
you know,
again, fellas.
welcome back, Kabeko. Yes, like, you know, and then, you know, then it was like bisexual people, where people then, I don't know if it was bi people first or gay people first. I think it was bi people first, because like bisexual people were like, how do you say it? Because they like both genders. So it, like, a lot of people kind of slowly shifted and being like, okay, yeah, well, if they marry a like,
I think pixel art is cool, but difficult. And it's more difficult because I'm lazy.
Pixel art is more difficult, yes, because usually most programs are built to be.
Also, I can't draw.
Yes, you can. You're lies. You've drawn stuff before. Liar. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, but, you know, then it was, you know, and by people, you know, they're like, oh, well, if they could marry a female anyway, right? Kabeko, you've made pixel art before. You showed me your pixel art before. You're like, it's a blatant lie. I can't draw either. Anyone can draw. It's like do I have to bring out the anyone can cook? Do I have to bring out the Ratatouille fucking anyone can cook? You know, anyone can draw. If you really, like, it's like, I don't even have to like fucking say anything, because literally just watch the movie Ratatouille. It's like, everybody knows the movie Ratatouille. That is literally the same thing, but instead of it being cooking, instead of it being cooking, you can draw. Just like anyone can cook, anyone can draw, you know.
Whether or not it's good is the question, TWT.
Whether it's not, it's good. How do I say this? Art, you know how they say art is subjective? It's subjective. You may not think it's good, but everybody else does, you know? Like, I've realized that, considering the fact that, like, you know, I think my drawings are terrible, but people still like them. You know, it's like, you gotta get over yourself. I'm sorry, but it's like, you know, you are just lying if you think your art doesn't look good to somebody, you know. Oh, my music isn't good. It's good to someone. If somebody's listening to it and actually enjoying it, then it's good. Like, you know. Anyway.
I think I use the Isaac Art style, because the Isaac Art style got double outlines and shading on the corners, and that's it, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah, everybody gets inspired by something, you know. As long as you ain't making fucking AI slop, you know, it's like, you are an artist. Like, no matter what you think. Like, everybody can learn. Might have to be how that looks for now. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be. Really hate doing that, but I have to do that because.
Also, doggo, laughing face.
Yes. Got 7 minutes to stream. Okay, anyway.
now. It's worth mentioning that a lot of the polling and self-identification really didn't start happening until around 2013. So finding information about who self-identified as trans past 2013 was hard because people just didn't freaking care enough to do the studies on that, right?
Yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go. Exactly what I said. Like, people have done it years prior, like for fucking years, but it just like nobody cared because it just wasn't a thing that because people are too busy hating on the gays, you know? So of course, like, people that had to come out with like research papers and fucking like, and had to like have people slowly be like, hey, look, like, it's like, you know, liking your own gender is just normal. It's like, it's just your hormones, because people's hormones, you know,
Onion
determine
skinning?
what you
Is that
fall
what the
in love
transparent
with.
thing is?
Onion skinning? Yes, that is what it's called. It's called onion skinning. Yeah, you know, that's just how it is, you know. Unfortunately, with trans stuff, it's fucking so difficult to like to tell people about it, because it's not something that the average person can understand. And to be honest, it's hard for me to even be like, it's hard for me to like understand it, right? Like, I just pretty much am like, it exists. And like, you know, it's like, if a person says that they're trans, and, you know, like, if they're trans and they're still transitioning or whatever, I'm just like, okay, sure. Like, it's complicated as fuck. Like, it's a complicated
anyway, I use a Sprite.
thing.
I bought it on Steam once, so yeah. I also made the PFP before I was 17.
Anyway, I use a separate. I bought. But so yeah, I also made that profile picture before I was 17. And your point. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's like, if somebody's trans, I just believe them, because I'm like, you know, if they fake that shit, yeah, it sucks ass. But like, at the same time, it's like, I don't, you know, it is what it is. I don't really like, I don't care
My
enough
point is,
to.
I don't know.
Point is, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Anyone can cook, anyone can draw. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. That's the thing, man. They're a part of my community. Like, and I know I have trans people, like, in my, like, probably not here right now, but I have people that attend my streams constantly that are trans all the time. And like, just letting y'all know, like, you know, you're a part of our community. Like, them trying to do this thing where they're trying to separate the T away from the LGBTQ, you know, like LGBTQ plus, ain't fucking happening. It ain't happening. I'm not like, nobody of the LGBTQ plus community, nobody is wanting to take away the T. Nobody is going to, like, nobody wants the T taken away, because fuck that. It's like, trans people are just as human as we are. And it's like, and if they fucking do hate crimes to us like they've been doing for the past fucking 20
Okay,
years.
bye. Take care,
you
fellas.
know?
You guys are so cool. Damn.
You guys are so cool. All right, you have a good night, Kabeko. Appreciate it. Like, you know, if anybody is ever like fucking, like I said, all right, it's like, if, like I said, if anybody is like, you know, I don't give a fuck, like, if they fucking, you know, reverse all the shit that they've done to us before, which they were planning on doing anyway, you know. It's like, I'm not abandoning my community. It's like, trans people are just as much as human as we are, you know. And if people can't fucking handle that, then I don't fucking care. It's like, you know, I will be there for the journey with them as much as I can. I am not a trans person, but I am there to support my trans friends. I'm there to support the trans community, because it is called LGBTQ plus. The T is there. I am not abandoning the T. So, you know. Anyway, sorry. I know people know this about me, but I feel like I just have to say anything. It's probably just you and I, June Buggy, I'm not gonna lie. Everybody else is lurking, so, you know. So, yeah.
Right? If anything, what we can go off
Yo,
of
Color, I want to
is
annoy my wife in
true
some way,
data
so
that
how
was
should I?
taken
Yo, Color, I want to annoy my wife in some way. I don't know, actually.
Ha, lol.
I don't know. It's a funny thing you can do to your wife. Well. It's a funny prank. Trying to think here. Something that's harmless. I don't know. I mean, you have to like gaslight her on something because it has to like something has to fall into your hands. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Try to convince her that strawberry has 4 letters. That's pretty funny. I mean, it will only last a few seconds, but it's really funny to think about that. Just like start like spewing random facts. Like just say random facts that are just like untrue.
Bet LOL.
Like, you know, just say random shit that's just like untrue and see if like if she just like listens. And then by the end just be like, "Oh no, that was just it's like you want to know something else funny? That was a lie." You know? So it's like be like, "Hey, did you know grasshoppers actually can like fly 100 feet?" And like and she'll be like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then be like, "You want to know something else?" And she goes, "What?" And you go like, "That was a lie." You know? Like make her look it up too. So, I don't know. Just like really like just like fuck with her the entire time. Like split like put some like, you know, put some facts in with some like opinions. Or like some facts in with like some random garbage. Like some random stupid stuff because it's really funny. You can even call that phone number that's like the fucking Rickroll if you want, but
in 2024 and continue to assess that as time progresses, walking it back a little bit more towards how people have felt more comfortable to self-identify as trans. Some things that I see in my day-to-day life are, for example, when I go to a doctor's office or when I go to various things and I have to fill out forms, it'll say preferred name and preferred gender, right?
Yes.
Insurance paperwork, all of those very, you know, important things that did not exist.
oh yeah, that is true. That is actually something that is very interesting. I did see like when I went to the clinic, they're like, "Hey, what's your preferred pronouns and what kind of, you know, it's like, what do you prefer to be like, you know, talked to as?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm a dude." And it's like, you know, it's like I'm definitely a guy for sure, you know. It's like I am definitely I am confident that I am a man. I'm confident that I am definitely like a a white Latino man.
I may say that crows will caw when they see another crow they like or a shiny object. She is a bird nerd.
I'm gonna say that crows caw when they see another they see like a shiny object. Oh my god, really fuck with her. And like when you guys like if you guys like go anywhere near birds, like you should hand her like a shiny object and be like, "Here, watch a bird." Like it's like watch the crow will caw at it and just waste her time. It's just like really funny. I was like really fuck with her, like just really waste her time because that shit is hilarious. You can actually do the back of a truck now or a van. Yeah.
Whatsoever. And I do also want to be 100% transparent and say, if I don't feel I'm
Trans. Sorry. Anyway, sorry, I was just stupid. All right.
in a situation where I need to identify as trans, I'm not doing that. I went to the dermatologist. It had a section that said, also want to be 100% preferred name and preferred gender, right? Insurance paperwork, all of those very, you know, important things that did not exist whatsoever. And I do also want to be 100% transparent and say, if I don't feel I'm in a situation where I need to identify as trans, I'm not doing that. I went to the dermatologist. It had a section that said male, female, transgender. Baby, I'm male. Nothing that we're doing here today has anything to do with what's going on in my pants. So thank you, I guess, for trying.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it really depends with like doctor-based things as well. So it's like, you know, if the doctor needs to know that like you're a trans person, like that could be true, like relevant, but that is also just true. It's like sometimes it's just best to just put the, you know, male or female. Because, like, yeah, that is true. If it's something that doesn't involve that kind of thing, then yeah, you know. Because I don't know. I'm not trans, so I don't know if like any health differences like change, you know. So
trying to be inclusive, but I don't need you to be knowing who I am because I don't feel comfortable with everyone knowing that I'm trans because people do have biases. You being trans, unfortunately, impacts the way that a lot of people may perceive you, right?
yeah, it's the same thing when you used to be gay. Like, because back then, to be fair, for a while, you did not have like a doctor that would be like that would sometimes when it came to like sex, a lot of times they wouldn't like, or you know, sex or sexually transmitted diseases or like anything that like involved like, you know, things that like gay dudes do. It's like they didn't have a thing where it was like, oh yeah, well it's like pretty much if you end up like getting fucked in the ass, they pretty much like, you know, they didn't do anything and they not do anything, but they would like be just like disgusted randomly and it wouldn't help. So it's like nowadays, now like them knowing that information is important and they don't really give a shit because they're a fucking medical professional. You know, there probably still are people that obviously still discriminate against gay people all the time, but like it's very, very much less because every doctor I fucking get is just like, it's like, oh yeah, do you like, they don't really.
I got a pillow thrown at me for lying to her, lol.
Throw it back at her. Throw it back at her, but like double it, you know? And then say, here's your reward times 2, you know? No, wait. Tell her double or nothing, actually. Ask her double or nothing.
I threw 2 back, lol.
Damn it. Damn it. Wait, damn. Ah, shit. You missed the opportunity. Fuck. All right. Damn it. Oh well. Too late. That was my fault. Sorry. Okay, can I see a back of a van, please? Hold on. Damn it. Okay. What? It didn't. What the fuck? Who the? What? Why? What? Why? That is such a weird gift to have. All right. Okay, this is not. Hold on. Let's see. Van 3D. See if I can get a 3D model. You like a back of a van. Okay. Model. I guess I could have just used a 3D model now that I think about it. Oops. Oh well. Whoopsie daisy. Oh well. Too late. Let's see. Here's a van. That's a different kind of van. This van. Oh no, I can't. I can't rotate it. I can't just preview it. No! Can I get this model? Okay, cool.
She threw her phone at me and I caught it and now I'm sitting in the bathroom with her phone, hee.
Oh, nice. Just start playing like some videos that she hates. Just like really fuck up her algorithm. Damn it, I'm trying to like see if I can. Hold on. Can I like preview it at all? Or this is the reason why I wish I learned Blender, so I can at least like preview the 3D model. Cause I don't know how to preview this thing. How do I preview 3D models? Model. Yeah. Woo. Whoops. All right. All right. Okay, we'll go backwards. I just want to like preview these 3D models. Turbo Squid? Let's see. Can I preview one of these 3D models and like just kind of, you know. Okay, perfect. It has all the positions, but I just kind of wanted to like use like a rotatey 3D model thing, but I don't think it will let me. Let's see. No, fortunately not. That sucks. Oh wait, nope, never mind. Damn it. Wish there was like a place I could look for that, but whatever. Let's see. So not that position. This is also a different van, but it's fine. I just won't do the top of it. Okay, there's the back. But now I need to like do it at a 3D angle.
I searched up like nursery rhymes to mess up her algorithm.
No, you don't want to do that because then it'll ask for ID. You don't want to do that because then your ID will just like, they'll be like, oh, you sure your ID will, it's like, oh, we need your ID to be able to, for you to watch YouTube. I don't know if that's a good idea. Because then she might need her ID to use her her account. You should like subscribe to some like YouTube channels though, like some gaming channels. Fuck, I might actually just have to make this myself. It's fine. Just make a box real quick.
Hello again, fellas.
Welcome back. Yeah. You might want to like yeah, do like some gaming things. Like do like World of Warcraft and like and some like freaking I don't know, anything YouTube based. Like they're, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna send you some videos. You should like RT game. You should just like play in the background. Like obviously mute it, but like play like his freaking his like his.
Just know, I think pixels are easier to draw with. I don't know why, but
it's some people are better with things than others. Here you go. Like play this whole fucking video. Like
link this F6HKNK.
Like play that. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, that's not you, Kabeko, but the other guy. Freaking June Buggy. Hold on. Let's see here. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, like do like that YouTube video. Yeah, there's a fucking what do you call it? Just like link her to just like random RT game footage. Link her to my stuff too. Like just play my stream in the background. I could really fuck up her algorithm. You know, just randomly start playing my videos too.
Playing at RNLOL. Also, pixels are cool.
Hold on, one sec. Sorry, there's this one fucking dude that's like getting all pissy at me. Like this guy is like all mad at me because I'm like trying to explain to him like some logical things, and he's like He's like, oh, well, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I'm like, I literally
Like,
just
Pixel's
was,
got the ability to make cool things.
I was like, literally just giving an opinion, my guy. Like, good God. Holy shit, this guy got dislike bombed. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Wow, this guy got dislike bombed. Holy fuck. I mean, fucking, sure. God damn. Fucking hell. God damn, this dude got fucking dislike bombed to high hell.
Oh wait, I
dude.
remembered something. She has a hearing aid and it has Bluetooth and so I can just connect it and play whatever I want, within reason.
Wait, I just remembered she has a hearing aid and it has... No. Don't do that, because that actually could hurt her ears. Don't do that. Like, play it very quietly then. Because I think she can adjust it herself, or she can adjust,
Doggo,
like...
laughing face.
She can adjust, like, because she has to manually adjust things herself, so you have to be careful. Because that will just play it blasting. So, you know, you don't want to do that, because Bluetoothing a hearing aid could actually damage someone's ears. Yeah, no. You don't want
Yeah,
to
and
do
again
that.
within reason.
And again within reason. Yeah. Just be, don't do her hearing aid. That would be bad. I don't know. Just knowing somebody that used to have a hearing aid, it's, yeah. This is speaking from experience. I did a similar dickish thing of Bluetoothing someone's hearing aid, and that was just mean. You know, they ended up, not being friends with me after that, which is completely
Whenever
fair.
I pet my doggo, I wash my hands afterwards.
Or I pet my doggo, I wash my hands afterwards. I mean, that's fair. You don't want to get dog hair everywhere. So.
Especially within a healthcare setting, someone knowing I'm trans can impact how they treat me. I will receive different care because I have received different care before starting testosterone and being clockable as someone who is assigned female at birth, and then post being on testosterone, passing fully as male, showing up as a stealth man. I have received different care,
Doggo,
right?
laughing
So
face.
I'm only disclosing that I'm trans to people that definitely need to know, and that's just how I move through my life. Another thing that I noticed is that, again, I'm not sure if this has been reformed. It seems like they're reforming a lot of things under the Trump presidency. I noticed a big push for more workplaces to be more inclusive. For example, at Starbucks, I remember a client of mine was working at Starbucks and they actually had their top surgery paid for through working at Starbucks, right? So these things did not exist years ago. These days, I feel like there's more of a precedence for how to deal with, bullying towards transgender folks, whereas a couple of years ago, that was definitely not the case. Now, I think a big reason, and this is probably 100% true.
Yeah, so he's just given, so yeah, he just said exactly what it is. It's like during this current, this current administration, man, has it been rough for everybody.
Okay,
And
bye. Take care,
trans
fellas.
people are very much their prime target right now, and it fucking sucks because it's like, unlike gay people, it's so hard to dismantle people. It's so hard to explain. It's not an easy thing to explain to people, it's just it
Hers are a
fucking
bit different.
sucks.
Once you set the settings for Bluetooth, it will stay at the settings she set, which is pretty damn quiet, so I'm just playing cricket noises.
Hers are a bit, play Rain. That would be kind of funny. Play some fucking Rain, that's pretty good. Play some really quiet sounds though, like some rain, or maybe I don't know, anything, some just random sound effects. Just start playing music, play Megalovania in your ear or something. That would be hilarious.
True, why people believe there are more trans people now more than ever, aside from the numerical value, because I don't
There's just not though. I hate to say it, but it's
It's snowing RN, so that'd be just kinda what we hearing.
That just be what we're hearing. Oh, okay. Then what do I call it? Hold on. Then play Megalovania. That would be kind of funny. Or, you know what? Hold on. It's a song that's really funny. You just play my playlist. That would be funny. There's a whole playlist I have of just random ass music, and it's music that people really don't like. But
I don't believe that people who are saying, oh, there's more trans people now than ever are actually doing.
I mean, there is more than there was previously, but it's so small. It's I will say this, it is very much not common. Trans people aren't common, and there's results to prove that they're just uncommon people. They aren't around that often. It's like, because like compared to like gay people, it's like, it's not just like hormones that change and that's it, it's like, or hormones that exist and they're like, well, yep, I'm into dudes now, and like, and you find that out later. It's just like, it's now it's more of just like a person that switched genders, and not everybody wants to do that, because everybody feels like, a lot of people feel that they're the gender they were born with. It's very rare to have a person that doesn't feel like they are the gender they're born with. I'll tell you that. It's extremely rare, and it probably will never be a super common thing. I'll tell you that. It is very rare that we will ever get people like that will probably be, it's already rare that someone's gay, right? Like, it's extremely rare that someone will be into the same gender, right? It's a super fucking rare. Like, only about 3% of us, like 3% of, I think, the US population are gay. And it seems crazy because it's like, yeah, there's so many like LGBTQ plus things around all the time, but we are literally 3% of the population. We are so small compared to everybody. So it's like, and that's less than like any minority group, or that's less than most minority groups. Like, hold on, let me see. Percentage of homosexuals in the United States. Let's see. Okay, so it is 9%. So yeah.
I'm playing Cat's Meowing, pausing and starting it randomly, and she keeps looking up every time I do.
Let's see. So yeah, 9% is the amount of adults that have been found that are homosexuals, and it's pretty much stayed there since then. So it stayed around that point since then. So yeah, it about what, 2018 is what it said. So yeah, I mean, it's like, it's just, there's not many of us. So it's like, it's not surprising that like, it's not surprising that like, like trans people are like at 1%, because it's just we're not common. It's like, it's already rare for people to be gay, but it's extremely rare if somebody's trans. It's not a thing. It's not that often. It's not that common. So it's just like, of course, yeah, I can see why I forgot my original point, but, or what we were originally talking about, but yeah, that. Anyway.
The research on that, I don't think they're actually looking at numerical data there. I think they're just speaking anecdotally, and the reason why they are speaking anecdotally is because trans people are visible now more than ever, which is both a positive thing and a negative thing, right? Obviously, if this triggers anyone, I apologize. Maybe skip. I'm going to be talking about the Charlie Kirk situation. As soon as the Charlie Kirk shooting happened, they were trying to pin it on a trans person, right? A school shooting happened around 2 weeks ago at this point, and it was supposedly a trans woman. Because of that, they tried to pin the Charlie Kirk shooting on a trans person. So trans people are very much so a scapegoat now more than ever. Politicians and right-leaning media.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly what I said. It's politicians, political people. It's like the whole reason why it ended up becoming a big thing was because of politics. It's always politicians. It's like, if we did not have the politicians like be this bad like to this day, because they've always been like that, they wouldn't have like ever how do you say it? We wouldn't have these types of problems, but it's always politics. That's what makes these people like be so aggressive towards our community all the time, is just because of the fact that it's like politicians fucking love making controversy and having it be anything but the rich. It's like, because when it's the rich people, now all of a sudden they're like, oh, come on guys, like let's not like hurt the rich people that cause these fucking problems in the first place. Let's talk about trans people, because sure, the people that are transitioning from one gender to a different gender, yeah, because they're the problem. Sure guys, sure. It's like, oh yeah, because that's like, yeah, because pedophilia only started when, like, you know, when trans people were a thing. Sure, guys, like, fucking use your head for 2 seconds, you know? It's like, this shit's been around for fucking years, bro, and it's like, hate crimes against these people are not okay. And people pretending that they are just insane.
Media figures cannot keep the word trans out of their mouths, and it's honestly scary because as a byproduct of that, I'm seeing more threats being taken against trans people. I've been seeing so much stuff that I'm not really going to articulate here.
It's the same thing with gay people. Yeah, they did that years ago, and they're doing it again.
Hello again, fellas.
And it's annoying, you know.
Because it can be triggering for us, and I don't need us to be feeling even more scared than we potentially already do, because I know I feel definitely like...
And this is what sucks. This is the reason why people have left this is the reason why I've had friends that just left this country. Because it's just like, it's just not safe for trans people right now. It's not safe for the LGBTQ plus community, but specifically trans people. And like, I just, you know, and I know it fucking
I think
sucks.
artificial consciousness is just gonna be a thing if it does exist. I don't know, I never saw it.
Artificial consciousness is just gonna be a thing if it ever exists. I mean, yeah, people just straight up, like, it's just people just gotta always have something to hate, and that's the problem. It's like the issue is people rather just damage other communities, like, and hate other communities rather than just benefiting their own, you know? It's like a lot of these people, because it's a lot of these people that pretend like it's like, oh, well, I'm all about Christian values. Then fucking, you know, then support your church. It's like, stop hating on regular people and just go fucking, you know, actually go learn Christianity. Read a Bible for once. Read a book, for Christ's sake. It's like, fine, go read a story and talk about a story amongst your peers, you know, like, make Christianity more of like an open, you know, accepting thing, you know, make it more, how do you say it, appealing to everybody, you know, like, make it, like, you know, teach people about it. That's fine. You know, it is what it is. You know, if you're religious, cool, go for it. But don't fucking pretend like, you know, don't pretend like minority groups have anything to do with the Bible. It's like, fuck off, dude. It's like, we have nothing to do with that shit. So stay out of, like, you know, keep our community out your fucking mouth, you know? Keep my damn community out your goddamn mouth. Your damn community.
The LGBT is cool. They got cool flags and I don't know, but I actually like it. I think it's very cool.
I mean, it's not supposed to be cool. It's just a thing. We're just people. It's like, that's the thing. We're not like trying to be cool. We're not trying to get a ton of attention. We're just we just tell people, it's like, hey, we exist. That's it, you know? That's all we're supposed to be doing, is exist. It's like, we just want to be treated like everybody else, and we are. Like, some of us are, you know? It's like, people have gotten more accepting towards gay people, like, over time. Unfortunately, I think the new gen is not, because they just aren't, like,
Color's
they just
a cool
don't
guy.
get it. Color's a cool guy. Thank you. I appreciate it, but I'm not. I appreciate that either way, but, you know, I just, you know, it's just a good idea to just be, you know, to just not worry about it. I don't explain this. Like, the best thing you can do is just ignore the fact that we're gay. Simple as that. If there's a pride parade, we're just celebrating the fact that, like, you know, that we're around. We're celebrating the fact that, like, the main guy that started the pride parade, like, you know, and try to, like, try to give homosexual people rights, like, are around. It's like with black people, you know, like, Black Lives Matter is still, like, you know, Black Heritage Month is still a thing, you know. It's just, and black people, you know, celebrate that shit. It's the same thing with the LGBTQ plus community. We celebrate, like, the fact that we have rights, but unfortunately that is being taken away. Like, beforehand, it was more of like a movement, but then it just became a celebration. Now it's gonna become a fucking movement again, which fucking sucks. It's like, I don't want it to become a movement. I'd rather have it be a celebration. But, you know, fortunately, certain people just don't like that shit. For some odd fucking reason, certain people just don't like the fact that, you know, we're just happy about having rights. And people don't get pissed off when fucking, people don't get pissed off when like any other holiday happens, It's just because we live in such a fucking country that like doesn't really have its own culture anyway. Like nobody fucking celebrates, it's because people want to like celebrate like some other thing, even though they totally can, but they choose not to. Like, you want to have a fucking religious holiday, go for it. Do that, You'd be celebrating probably fucking Jewish holiday, but it is what it is. Like, it's just weird. Like, if you want to celebrate, like, the birth of some fucking thing that happened, I mean, we do, technically. Fucking Christmas, for Christ's sake. That's a fucking, like, worldwide holiday, and that's a religious holiday, but people want to pretend that it's not. Or people want to be like, oh yeah, well, it's like people want to pretend, like, Easter, obviously. It's
the fact
like
that some furries got autism like I do is cool. Furries being accepting of autistic people is cool. Furries are cool, but I never even saw one IRL, so yeah.
Yeah, autistic furries are very common. Like I said, a lot of us are mentally not very stable, to be honest. We're all disabled, in some way, or veterans. What? Why? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the one thing I'm not a fan of is the fact I mean, not saying that I'm like not saying that I'm technically, I guess I'm gatekeeping here, but the fact that the furry fandom kind of is starting to have like a lot of, dare I say, on Twitter lately, I've been getting a lot of furries that are like Nazis. Maybe, like, obviously it's just fucking Twitter, but like, there's so many clips of right-wing furries, but they're not even like right-wingers, they're like Nazis. And I'm like, this is fucking weird. I'm like, this is some weird shit going on over here. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, they make like the same, and like what's funny is like, yeah, sure, they don't directly say they're Nazis, but Nazis will never directly say that they're Nazis. But they were fucking Nazis. It's like, I'm so tired of these people acting like it's like, oh, well, it's a right wing. No, you're not right wing. It's like right wingers didn't do shit that you're doing. It's like they didn't oppress people. And the fact that there's like people oppressing people as a fucking furry is insane. I'm like, that shit is nuts to me. I don't know. It's so fucking bizarre seeing a bunch of these fucking weirdos, like these fucking like crazy people trying to come into the furry fandom being like,
furries are so cool I cannot even tell the difference between a doggo, a fox, and a wolf versus not.
Yeah, that's completely fair. Wolves have longer snouts, or sorry, foxes have like pointier, longer snouts. Wolves have, I think, like the smoother snouts, but they're a little bit shorter. And dogs have more pushed in snouts.
I'm looking over my shoulder 2 times more than I already would. It's scary to be more visible. One of the things that may potentially have been better about being trans before being trans was well known is the concept that people didn't necessarily hate you, they were just ignorant to you, right? And of course, this is a case-by-case scenario. There's a difference between, for example, being a trans person in the year 2010 and people being like, oh, weird, he, she, blah, blah, blah. Who do you think you are? You think you're a man? That level of stupidity and ignorance versus in 2025, people know...
Face.
Yeah, you have good night, Capeko. And yes, yeah, no, I completely agree. It fucking sucks because, yeah, when people are more aware of, like, what exists now, it fucking sucks because now there's just more hatred towards something that there shouldn't be with trans stuff. Sorry, I did get off topic, but yes, with the trans stuff, it does fucking suck because it's like, yeah, there's just now more people that just send hate, or that are just like, that actually commit hate crimes now because people are fucking trans, and it sucks, Most people can't tell, but unfortunately, when people find out, ooh boy, are they evil? I will say, or do they become crazy psychopaths for sure? you know.
what being trans means and they fucking hate you for it. There's definitely a difference. I don't know if one is better than the other. I guess it depends on your specific situation and what you are dealing with, right? I can see both instances and both time periods forcing people to be stealth. I'll be real with you guys. I had a moment of feeling when this Charlie Kirk situation happened and they were really trying to go hard for saying it was a trans person, where I was like, dude, like, why do I have to be trans? And I was like, dude, that's what they want you to feel. Stop it. Because it feels
Yeah, and that's the fucking sucky part. They did this with gay people, and it's the same shit with trans people.
I'm so mad YT won't let me say what I want to say.
They are trying to... oh yeah, so I have... sorry, YouTube weirdly censors a lot of things. If you want to like say certain things, say it on Twitch, because I don't know why YouTube just randomly censors. Like, I don't know how to fix it. It just is like that for some odd reason. Yeah, but I'm like, you know, trans people just like, you know, they did the same thing with gay people. It's like they just want trans people to feel like, you know, to feel like they want trans people to like feel terrible, and they want these people to like, you know, die because, you know, just because they don't like the fact that someone is a different way, you know, than they are. And it sucks. You know, they just don't want people being like cultish Nazis. And, you know, that's the unfortunate scenario. It's just you know, currently at the moment they have the power at the moment, and there's a lot we can do about it, but you got to do a lot behind the scenes, you know. And unfortunately, it's just right now it is a popular thing, and until they until they find a new thing, they will probably hate on trans people for a while. And I don't like that shit, but it's like there's just like so far, you know, all you have to do is just get groups that, you know, you have to just fund groups that protect these people for now. You know, that's all you can do at the moment for now. So
it's like a fucking burden sometimes, right? With this presidency, and this is what we knew was going to happen, right? Anyone with 2 brain cells knew this was going to happen. And when I was speaking up about this, and I made my Trump testosterone video, and I made my video talking about Buck Angel, there were literal trans people in my comment section saying, you can't condemn every trans person.
Basically, they say LGBT is trying to force people into it, but I don't see any retreats to make people LGBT.
Let's see, sorry. Let's see. Basically, they say LGBT is trying to force... Whoops, sorry. They basically say LGBT is trying to force people into it, but I don't see any threats to make people LGBT. No, so here's what they're talking about. They're talking about the feminazis. So, because here's what it is. The feminist community has this separate community that's called a feminazi, right? No, those were people that are...
Unlike those Christian retreats to make people quote-unquote normal.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the group of people that they're talking about. So back in like 2019, 2018, even like 2022, there was feminists, right? That basically were like extreme feminists, right? Those are the people, like, essentially... what they were doing is they were like telling people it's like, oh, all men should die, which is obviously not every woman's take on dudes, but that was like the take they had, right? And basically these guys ended up like posting a bunch of shit talking about like killing all men all the time, and like trying to go out of their way to like kill dudes, and white guys are like the most privileged thing, even though they would like attack just like random white dudes like out of nowhere for just being like a little bit more masculine, and pretty much like this is kind of what like kickstarted off this entire thing, right? Not kickstarted it, but like made it more popular, was just the fact that these ladies were like going by just like telling dudes just to kill themselves like all the time, right? And basically, they try to they leech themselves on to like the LGBTQ plus community and try to pretend that they were a part of us, which then now like is what's causing this thing right now. Like basically feminazis made shit, like they ended up attacking people for just being alive and it fucking sucked. Because now they're these like, you know, misogynist dudes that just attack trans people for no fucking reason. Because of course other people ended up like doing shit that they weren't supposed, or because other people were like, you know, just attacking people for being themselves, and it fucking sucks, you know. It's like that's essentially what happened. Is now like because of the fact that they wanted people, they just told these guys to go kill themselves, and now those very guys are now using like them as well as other people that pretended like, you know, they were a part of this whole thing, like ended up like, you know, now they're on the other side trying to like attack people for simply just living. And it's annoying. Like they fucked everything up for us and I fucking hate it. So
because we voted for Trump or just because we're a Republican. Some of us have the foresight to understand what it looks like when someone who actively speaks against your rights gets into office, they're gonna fuck you. So I don't know. I know that more visibility has definitely brought about positive change, right? For example, more access to community. The FTM community online at least is bigger than it ever has been before. There's more support. I have more trans friends than I ever have in my entire life. And that is as a byproduct of just more trans people feeling comfortable to come out, more visibility and all of that. But on the flip side of that, we're literally being treated as scapegoats, and it's incredibly frightening, and it's scary as shit.
Yep, they do that all the fucking time. Every time politics will always try to use someone as the scapegoat rather than the actual problems, because corporations, because here's the thing, if corporations like ever, if people are definitely getting to that level right now.
Hello again, fellas.
If corporations end up becoming like, you know, end up actually becoming public enemy number one, progress will be so much more made. Like people will just, things will get so much better because like people already are villainizing corporations, but like the fact that they have that very high, like if they get the people that are way too vocal, like about everything, or they get all the loud people to start like hating on corporations, ooh boy, are they fucked? Like, I'll tell you that. It's like because they recognize that the loudest people are the, you know, they recognize the loudest people are the people that like tend to get the most outreach. So like that's what they're trying to do, is just trying to make sure that those very people are the people that end up like you know, that end up hating on like trans people, right? Now, don't get me wrong, it's still also backfiring because you know, the very people that are super loud still hate corporations. So
Yo, Color,
it's
have
just,
you ever tried pixel art or used it?
I don't really draw pixel art that often. I've done it a couple of times, but I don't really care much for drawing pixel art. I might draw pixel art at one point. It's just currently probably not, you know. I probably won't for a while, or ever, you know, if I'm dead by then, so. Yeah, so.
And I'm just fucking sitting on the edge of my seat, and I'm trying not to get emotional here because we're not hurting anyone.
Nobody is, and the gay community wasn't either. It's just now it's just more dangerous than it ever was. And it fucking sucks because I think this is the worst time to be like in any like for any LGBTQ plus member to be around right now, because it is terrifying how bad everything has gotten. Like honestly, people really should be very hyper aware of everything going on, because it is not good so far, I'll tell you that.
Fucking sucks. Like, how is me just living as who I am hurting anyone? Why do we have to be the scapegoat? It's just...
You're not. That's the problem. And unfortunately with the scapegoat thing, they've used shitloads of other people as a scapegoat. It fucking sucks when it's your turn. You know, it sucks because it became their turn.
Pixels are so cool though. They got the ability to make things in a sprite is a good tool for it.
Well, yeah, sprites are, you know, what do I call it? Sprites are, they're neat. Like, it takes a lot of talent to make, like, pixel art. So, you know, it takes, like, a lot of time, like, to make pixel art, you know, and I'm just not a person that really wants to make pixel art. I'm sorry. What the fuck? What did I do this thing? Hold on.
sick. It's tiring. And I know that at the end of the day, the entire system is broken. Capitalism is broken. America was founded on fucking disgustingness from the start. I didn't mean for this video to become kind of like a Trump rambling whatsoever. I promise that was not my intention. Sometimes things just come to the surface, and we're talking about being trans in 2025. How can we not, how can we not talk about these things that we are experiencing, right? I talk to trans people every fucking day. It's literally my job, and it's heavy out here, and we have to name the things. I feel it just like everybody else. So that is the video, y'all. Being trans is not a trend. We need to support each other more. Like I always say, Devin loves you. Devin's a Don.
Yo, June's wife here, she fell asleep, so I may just say goodnight for her.
All right. You have a good night. Appreciate you guys hopping on by for a bit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I hate that it's a trend. I hate that it's a trend that people are hating right now, because like it shouldn't be, but everything's got it, I guess, and that happens every time. It just fucking sucks, but hopefully eventually, like, hopefully eventually people will, start recognizing that, like, fucking people will start recognizing that eventually trans people, like, aren't the fucking problem, but then they'll move to a new thing. They'll always find a minority group to complain about, maybe it will be gays again. I don't know. Maybe it'll be gays again. Maybe it'll be black people again.
Also,
for some
small Polish translation here. Pizak just means doggo.
I gotcha. Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll be fucking, how you say it's, maybe it'll be fucking black people again. I really, I'm seeing this trend, and I don't want that to exist, but things are turning into a weird direction right now. We're in a really strange world at the moment, and until we get like a bunch of places that are like trying to be like, until everybody is like, like abiding by international law again and trying to be peaceful, it's just, for now, things are just bad. Things are bad, and it's probably, will we get past it? I don't fucking know. But if we do,
does it count stuff like in TF2?
Does it count stuff like in TF2? What does? Yeah, the world is in a bad state right now, Hopefully, and unfortunately, the bad guys right now is our own country, and it's weird. I mean, we've always been the bad guys, but not to this level. So it's like, will
Strange hats count kills in TF2. So yeah.
Strange hat kills counts in TF2. Oh, I did not know.
And Devin is out of here, boy.
Cool. Yeah, hopefully things will change. I doubt it, but if it does, you know what? I don't know. It's going to take a hard, long while before things change for the better again. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. The world can't necessarily, war forever. It's either we're going to all disintegrate, or things will have to get better, So, but for now, this is what we're in right now. Everybody's like watching this looming presence of like, doomsday about to happen, but you never know. So, anyway, all right, I can finally head off. Good night, y'all.